arch, and this arch is partially open. If you were to follow it, what should be the next arch in the chain looks like a wall. Because what happened over there was that the arch was in such poor condition that they thought everything was going to collapse and they filled it in so it wouldn't collapse. But if you go past that middle grate and you follow this path of the arches one after another, they go some open, some closed, all the way to the Jaffa Gate. We're going to follow them though in this direction, so here's the next arch over here. It's sealed up because they're excavating inside. In fact, the next 3 are sealed up because they're excavating inside. So we're coming closer and closer in this direction to the western wall and the Temple Mount. These are the arches in the original bridge. 2,000 years ago, we took the traffic back and forth from the upper city to the Temple Mount.
Sorry.
Today, if you walk in the Jaffa Gate and you follow the path of the Arab market, you're walking on the bridge. It just doesn't look like a bridge anymore. Because what happened is when they expanded the city, they added on the arch that we're standing under and built on top. And then they added another arch and built on top and another one in both directions. So the bridge got swallowed up by the expansion of the city, and today it doesn't look like a bridge at all. It only looks like a street in the old city. Okay, so we're going to walk with it, following it, coming closer and closer towards the wall. Every time I come, and I'm here a lot, it's different. Because they're constantly excavating.
Everything
See
that
how much different? Because they're constantly excavating. Here, we'll find the seals here. It's like moving some backwards. Feeling it, it's okay, so we're standing underneath one of the arches of the bridge. Again, if we follow the path of the arches in that direction, one after another, we'll come to the Jaffa Gate. But we're following them in this direction. So behind us here, there's only one more arch. It's the largest of all the arches. It's the one that connects to the western wall. And it's known as Wilson's Arch. Because Charles Wilson was the British archaeologist who found it and figured out what it was. And that's the way archaeology works. If you find it, we call it after you. So we've got Wilson's Arch and the western wall behind us. If we go out in this direction, we come out in the men's praying area outside of the western wall plaza. You'll note that in the men's section of the praying area, there's an arch on the left-hand side, and you often see the men going in there. Right? I know some of the men may have themselves gone inside. We women, we see the men going in there, we're always dying to know where they're going. Okay? They come in underneath Wilson's Arch. It's an extension of the men's praying area. It's very important to the men in the summertime when they don't want to get baked out in the sun. The women have shade from the bridge that goes up to the Temple Mount, the Mulberry Bridge. But the men have no shade. So the men move indoors. Also, on Mondays and Thursdays, boys come from all over the world to have their bar mitzvah celebrations at the wall. Not this month. Right? In the Jewish calendar, when we have a leap year, we don't have an extra day, we have a whole extra month. So we're actually in the leap month right now. So this month, there's no bar mitzvahs. Right? They're next month. What?
Was this the bridge or was this supporting the bridge?
This is the arches that support the bridge. The bridge would have been above it. Right. Okay? So, if it's raining outside, you can't open the Torah scroll, the men move indoors. Right? What happens to the women, the mothers, the aunts, the sisters, the grandmothers who want to see the bar mitzvah? They come in here, which is the ladies section of Wilson's Arch. Okay? And of all the places at the western wall, it's the one place that has fancy chairs, wooden chairs that fold down with cushions. It's climate controlled, has nice lighting. It's beautiful. Okay, this is the street level from 2,000 years ago. We're walking here. We're walking down. That's the market. That's what you're looking into is a big container. Buying fishes in the marketplace, and then you dump them in the mikveh before they took them home. You always dump them in a ritual bath the first time. Okay? So that's the street level from Jerusalem from 2,000 years ago. What happens to Jerusalem over the last 2,000 years? Conquered, destroyed, rebuilt. And then it's conquered, destroyed, rebuilt. So you end up with layers, like a tristle. Okay, that's the street level from 2,000 years ago. Where we're standing is the street level from the First Crusade, which is 1,000 years later. Okay? And the street today is where? Up there, right? So just get the perspective that the street went from down there to up there over 2,000 years. Okay, if any of the women, sorry guys, you have to do it from outside. Oh, wait. If any of the women want to go inside and see can move the curtains, it's fine. Go in and have a look, and then we're going to come out and go back in this direction.